Hey y'all, I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages. Okay, like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so very much. Those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. Okay, it is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated, really and truly, my beautiful lovers. Okay, my fam, I appreciate y'all. Okay. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, all beings of the highest and purest white light with the best interest of me and the collective at heart. You are always and forever welcome into my readings, okay? Please give my wonderful, fabulous, and amazing Piscean Seer family the best and most accurate information for them at this time, okay, baby? You are looking like the star. I feel like you are doing a great job of keeping your composure and staying open, with this composure energy right here. And the star energy is right here, okay? You could be feeling a little bit stuck, like you're being held up in some sort of way, but you're really just not. You're really just progressing the way that like God wants you to progress. So I think there's this huge energy of you just like taking the time to just bask in that beautiful connection with the tree of life, with God, okay? Take the time to really feel that love that's coming from the divine. And then we got this star right up here in the tree of life, and then we got this star, over the star, like focusing on the light and just really not giving your energy to too many situations or people that really don't deserve it at this time, okay? You come from a biking family, okay? I'm looking at my book, okay? I seen a bunch of bikes on the back of a truck when I was on the freeway, okay? Also on a license plate, I seen Huntington Beach, and I heard Long Beach. Okay, so you could be from either of those cities. Those are both cities in California. I don't know if there are cities in other places. Okay, and also you could be a family that, like, you and your family travel to the beach with your bikes, and you guys just ride down, like, the little boulevard or whatever. Um, Also, I wrote dynamic. Okay, so you're a very dynamic energy. I think you have a very different and new way, like a fresh way of doing most things. I feel like people could look at you like you're so weird because you do things kind of different all the time, but I think that's part of, like, your beautiful natural special charm that you have. What's going on within them? We got the dove. Okay, it says initiate. Okay, so you're being initiated. I think they're forcing you to like see your true innocence in everything. And also, I feel like within you, the trust that you have in the divine is really growing at this time. And the dove is also, this gives me the energy of like messages and things like that. And they were talking about in one of my readings, how like the pigeon is an animal that appears to you when the Holy Spirit is entering into your life and, making a lot of different changes. And the dove comes in where you're a little bit more spiritually mature and it's time for you to be initiated or something like this. It wasn't those exact words, but that's pretty much what the Venusians are getting at, okay? So what's going on outside of them that you want them to be aware of? We got Archangel Gabriel, okay? So big judgment energy. Lots of judgment going on outside of you. I feel like Archangel Gabriel is really assisting you in a major way at this time. Not only helping you to speak your truth in order to help him call in judgment, but just making sure that you're able to fly as freely as you want. Also, making the truth that you speak come from a very wise place that you found when you were doing the reflection of these things that you have been through. I feel like you've really stepped into these solar energies and you're starting to create this alchemical gold, like this, like a transfiguration of your energies is what you are experiencing at this time, okay? So that could be why the Venusians are calling for patience, calling for extra self-love is what I'm hearing. All right. And what is it that you want them to focus on? We got the diva of the element of earth, okay? So focusing on staying grounded through this transformation is what I'm really getting, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we got the angel of human civilization. So, grounding these new energies and integrating them into your regular life, into these dealings that you have with other humans or whatever. I know at this point you're like, other humans, what do you mean? But you're a human right now, baby, okay? And maybe even that type of energy gives me you embracing the human part of you much more, grounding into your person energy, okay? Really sitting in your body and feeling grateful to be there, okay? That will help with this initiation a lot. You just having taking some time in the stillness to really just be in yourself and really enjoying your body and enjoying your own energies that you carry. Also, the dove is the number 0. So that just gives me this energy of God working very closely with you. But then there's also that Amun Ra at the bottom of the deck. So it's got the number 19 on it. Okay, so you could be life path number 1 or 9, but it's giving me 10. 10 is the number of new beginnings. Whereas I look at 9 as the closing of that cycle. So you definitely close some sort of cycle, and that's why you're being initiated into this like next higher phase of life is what I'm hearing. Okay. So it says in the 20th century, a new scientific paradigm emerged. Quantum physics has shown us that there are no parts at a fundamental level, and what we refer to as a part is a pattern or a wave in a single cohesive field of energy. Okay, so this energy of you tapping into that cohesive field of energy, tapping more deeper into this energy of oneness. It says the 4 classical elements, air, water, fire, and earth, have a correspondence in spiritual, divinatory, and psychological systems. In astrology, the zodiac is divided into these 4 elements, and the earth signs are Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. The suit of pentacles represents earth in the tarot. Both systems generally describe the characteristics of having the qualities of particularity, reliability, stability, and sensuality. That's what it, no, sensuality. Okay, I was like, what? Okay, so and have the ability to function in a well organized, methodical fashion to actualize or ground their desires into the world. So you're being initiated into a higher level of manifestation abilities. Okay, it says, if you have drawn this card, Ariade proposes that you reflect how Earth's element resonates in your life. This card does not refer to you being born under the Earth sign per se, but we are composites of all the elements, and at times they may become out of balance with each other. If the earth element is predominant in your life, it indicates that the notion of solidity is one in one form or another. Okay, so it says if the earth element is predominant in your life, it indicates that the notion of solidity in one form or another is a vital principle in your life. This solidity can manifest as a desire for stability, so boundaries are essential to you, not just in the physical, but more critically, psychological and emotional. Primarily, these boundaries refer to inner principles, certain axioms or guidelines that your life no that you live your life with. Okay, it says a considered and appropriate behavior and attitude are how you relate to yourself and with others. These qualities can often be dependability, and people know that they can rely on you to keep your word. This is a matter of personal honor to you. If extenuating circumstances arise, okay, that prevent you from keeping a commitment, you will always inform the other party. It is a personal discipline that you have established over the years and are still learning from experience. You will not compromise your inner sense of what is right and what is wrong. Of course, you can compromise on small matters. Okay, if you haven't got orange juice, I'll take apple juice, etc., but not on the things that have meaning to you. Even if as a result there are difficult consequences. You can step back and recognize isolated events and see how they are a part of larger patterns, giving you deep satisfaction and a sense of engagement in life. Amid this recognition of life's rhythms, you know that at times you need to be open to taking risks, both emotional and psychological, that can challenge and create tremors in your world of stability, particularly in your intimate relationships. This shakeup is the call to lighten up and take on something new and different. You know, that's life. Okay. So don't be afraid to step into new things, to speak your truth and to act, from your wisdom, to act from your heart, to act in the ways that you want to act. And don't let the things that you find yourself reflecting on from a place of healing become something that blocks your road or gets in your way. They want you to focus on grounding the things that you really want and looking at them as things that are totally and 100% possible because they are. And also being grounded in the fact that you're always being guided at all times. You're always covered. You're always loved. You're always protected. You're always like chaperoned around this earth like the royalty that you are. Gorgeous. Okay. What else? So, what is the dove or the initiate? Okay, we got listen deeply and we got take a step back. Okay, so, I think that they're very self explanatory. Like I said, though, during this initiation, don't be afraid to go ahead and take that step back, to sit down and really listen deeply to the divine and to their directions and to the ways that they're trying to guide you at this time. I feel like this could be kind of a difficult initiation. This could be an initiation of your throat chakra, but what else? What's initiate innocence and trust? We got honesty and communication. Okay, that throat chakra energy. Okay, so that's confirmation. Definitely big throat chakra upgrades, but also the crown is really highlighted. Really, there's a big circle around like all of this. So even higher heart activation is what that's giving me. Because it's kind of in between the throat chakra and the heart chakra. So just make sure that you're communicating honestly with the divine and with yourself what it is that you need at this time. Yeah, we got courage and bravery. But it's all this beautiful courage and bravery that you've shown thus far that's really getting you to where it is that you need to be. So, like, really trusting yourself and trust your journey. Okay. I know I say that every time, but that's what, they really say. Really say no. Okay. Like, don't be afraid to say no at this time, to conserve your energy, to get you through to this next level. Okay. We got forgiveness and understanding. So also, if there is anything that you're reflecting over or anything that's coming up, I think you're doing a great job of really assessing it properly. You're really looking at things objectively now. Whereas before, I think you were looking at these things, and these times that you had to say no and making yourself the selfish person in that situation. So you're doing really good with that. What's initiate innocence, okay? And trust, blessings, and abundance. You're attracting everything that you need, like I said, stepping into this higher level of manifestation. Yeah, we got earth and ground, but it's all like contingent upon you mastering that earth element, really grounding all of this very cosmic and angelic energy, because that's what we were really supposed to do. They don't really want us like going out of our body and trying to stay in that higher energy as much as possible. The point is for us to ground this light. You see how he's pulling that light down into him and, like transmitting it into the earth through his heart and other chakras, and lighting up the place where he is. And also, I said a little bit, right? So it's giving me this energy of like maybe you feel like like every time you take these certain steps, you're getting knocked back down, or you could be feeling like that. Your mind could be reeling. You could feel like, things are a little bit out of control. You also could be feeling like, people really aren't understanding you, or they really aren't feeling you, or, like grasping what it is that you're trying to say to them or whatever. And sometimes that's a symptom of your throat chakra being just a little bit out of whack, but it's not out of whack because of something that you're doing wrong. And that's why it's important for you to embrace your innocence at this time. You haven't done anything wrong. You're not getting any kind of karma. And sometimes, initiations or you raising in cosmic energy can feel like, you're in trouble, like you're the one who's under judgment, or like you know, deserve this in some sort of way, and you absolutely do deserve it, but maybe need to just change your perspective on it and what you think is happening with you at this time. Okay, surrender. That's what they're saying. The Venusians want you to really surrender to this initiation and just take the step back that you need to take so that you can honor your own energy and honor, even take the time to just say a few words is what they're saying. God, I'm open to these initiations, to this new energy, opening my energy to Archangel Gabriel so he could come in and help me to communicate more clearly, to work on my throat chakra. And that way, when it does come to like people outside of you that's getting this judgment, okay, they know very clearly how you feel and what it is that you're trying to communicate out into the world. Although I think that they already really do know, okay? We got the devil right here. Let's listen deeply in Archangel Gabriel, though. Woo! So we got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So it's almost like I heard some earth sign using their own earth energies to like block you from grounding, okay? And that's why they under judgment, okay? Because they cannot block you from grounding anything. They might have been able to slow it down, maybe because you really didn't understand what was going on with you, but they could never stop it. And I think that they're in anxiety about this, okay? And this is why they're under judgment. Let's take a step back in Archangel Gabriel. We got the 10 of Pentacles, okay? So it's just like, I really kind of want to say like this energy of them trying to convince you to take a step back, like to quit, to stop, to take a long break that you really don't need, and trying to like convince you that this will be the best move for you. When I say take a step back, I don't mean stop your divine purpose or what it is that you're doing for the divine, unless you're really, really called to do that at a soul level. But you can take a step back from other people, take a step back from some stressful situations in life. You know what I mean? And still continue to make progress, to move forward. So I don't mean like stop what you're doing, baby. By all means, do what it is that you do. If you stopped, you probably would just be sad anyway, and that really wouldn't help your transformation to a higher energy. So just be very aware of that, that there's definitely some people who are on some sort of money grab, okay? They waiting patiently for you to get this money, okay? With the 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. They know that this wish fulfillment is coming in for you. And it's like you're just getting more and more honest and communicating more and more clearly the more that you go along this journey. So it's not like your wish fulfillment is something that the people outside of you are not aware of. They're very aware. In fact, they're meant to watch you get these things, okay? But also, that's a part of their judgment. So, like, don't overly communicate with people your business or what it is you're trying to attract or what it is you're really trying to do. Like, don't give them the whole game plan is what I'm hearing. You can love them, you can care for them, sure, but know when to take a step back from them, know when to tell your ass no, and know when to shut your mouth and don't tell them nothing, okay? What's courage and bravery in Archangel Gabriel? We got the 5 of Swords, okay? I feel like they could be trying to sabotage you in every way. I don't really usually get the sabotage energy from the 5 of Swords, But I mean, like, it can be that energy where someone just doesn't want to release a certain way of thinking. They refuse to change. And I feel like, Your courage and bravery is forcing them to do it. And also, they look at you like you're so courageous and you're so brave, because no matter how many times they try to take you out, or how much they try to sabotage you, or how things look on the outside, you still continue to keep going because you know you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. So do not stop, okay? Your persistence, your courage, your bravery, it is what's calling in the judgment in the first place. So keep it going, because you totally have unchained from these people. You're not attached to that no more. Now is the time for you to just ground a whole bunch of blessings and abundance, and not to be stressing over people who have already lost the game that they were playing with themselves. What's no and Archangel Gabriel, okay? Judgment. Tell they asses no, because they under judgment. Okay? I'm not trying to get your judgment on me. You stay over there, okay? Like they got the cooties, because they do. What's forgiveness and understanding in Archangel Gabriel? We got the magician, okay? So your ability to be very forgiving and understanding of these people is like magic to them, okay? I'm really hearing it burns, it burns. I hear that all the time, okay? I hear that all the time. It's like you are tearing them up with this kindness and forgiveness and understanding energy, because they're still throwing this negative magic, still doing magic on your money and on your downfall. Even if that magic is just them gossiping about how, you cheap, or you need to get more money, or you should have did this and you should have did that with your life, and then maybe you could have money and you could have them fancy tastes that you have. And I just can't stand hearing them gossip, okay? Because I be hearing that shit loud and clear. I can hear what the fuck they said, okay? And they just walk around me and smile in my face just like I'm not psychic, and they know I am. Maybe they don't understand the degree to which I am psychic, okay? But I sure the fuck am. And you might be too. Very, very. And you can hear and immediately pick up the way that these people feel when you in their presence. But you see they face just smiling. I know sometimes it can be a little bit irritating, and those are the times where you need to take a step back and just listen deeply to get that confirmation on these feelings and nudges that you're picking up from people around you. And just don't feel no type of way. Know that they're salty because they're under judgment, okay? And not because of anything you're doing or not doing, or, because there's something you need to fix or change about yourself. You're beautiful and gorgeous just the way you are. And you did a lot of hard work, or you wouldn't be getting initiated. So keep that love and compassion in your heart for yourself. Know that you are innocent and that you don't have nothing to worry about but continuing on this journey with all of the courage and bravery that's needed and necessary, and do that shit with confidence, because you are amazing. What's blessings and abundance and Archangel Gabriel? Okay? The Ace of Swords, baby. Because you are amazing, and that's the truth, okay? Crowns really set up and in line to get this victory. The victory you already received in the spiritual realm. Continue to focus on that, on these new ideas, these new intellectual things that you prefer to think about rather than thinking about the past, because you already dealt with and forgave and have a clear understanding of past happenings. Focus only on your initiation, on these new things that are coming in. Try not to overthink this negativity, because these people are getting exposed and they could be projecting a lot of energies your way, is what I'm hearing. Projecting these energies, these energies of scarcity, these energies of you should just quit, these energies of because they should just quit. They're in an energy of scarcity. They don't know what's going to happen next. They don't know how to give up or stop either, sending a lot of confusion at you and a lot of, attacks your way. But I think you're very, very protected, of course, because you're going through this initiation. But also, I think you stay on top of your prayers. Do what you're supposed to do. So you're crowned and set for this victory, no matter what or who tries to come up against you. Okay, with the Page of Pentacles, you're holding all of the potential at this time. But Spirit doesn't want you to do do the type of escapism where you get all dreamy and you just leave this place even when you're sitting right in people's faces. They want you to stay grounded and learn to deal with that energy, learn to change the energy around in the room. Some of you guys do it so very naturally where you just walk in and that whole shit just changes. But also, this is something you're able to do on purpose, okay? Something you're able to do. You're able to like suck all the negative energy out of a room and just really close your eyes and imagine yourself getting hit with the violet flame and transmute all of that shit right there in a matter of seconds. You're able to do these kinds of things on purpose, okay? So always know that you hold that kind of power when you're entering into any room or into any situation. It don't have to ever be no problems. But sometimes you want to let the drama play out, right? Because you want to know the truth and you want to be very clear on what's going on and on how that bitch feels. So sometimes you're going to sit back and you're going to observe. And I think this is kind of where you've been. And this is what's bringing in this newer level of trust that you have in the divine, because you know they always going to tell you the truth and show you what's up. And you're getting to this place where you really trust it too. And that's what's kicked off this initiation for you. So don't worry if you don't see people like, going through judgment, if you're not seeing people getting arrested, or, if they still able to hold up the appearances like they just got it like that and they just balling, you know what I mean? Because karma comes in funny and sneaky ways, okay? And they know it's karma when they get there because of the way that it comes. So just don't worry about their karma. Just worry about your truth, okay? Because it's finna be some police, some ambulance getting called for bitches. Okay? What's Listen Deeply and the Queen of Pentacles and the Diva of the element of Earth. Okay? We got yoga. So you could benefit from doing some yoga. I feel like that really helps when it comes to grounding yourself. That's one of my favorite ways to ground myself. And they have like all kinds of, little quick ones. I don't be doing yoga for like 2 hours or whatever. It only takes 10 to 15 minutes. Do a couple of poses, and it really does ground you and does something for your body. And they have like, different kinds of yoga that's focused on like different chakras or different parts of your body. So you could try that if you don't do it already. It says your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercise. Let's take a step back to Ten of Pentacles and the Diva of Earth. We got music. So music could be a very powerful thing for you. Music, your connection to music is healing for yourself and others is what it says. You could be someone who channels a lot of song messages, or you could be a songwriter, you could be a singer or a rapper or something like this, meant to touch a lot of people with your musical talents. Maybe your musical talents haven't like exposed themselves yet. You could be someone who plays instruments or anything like this, okay? I heard like a prodigy, okay? You could have been playing instruments very well since you were a child, okay? Something that you brought into this life very naturally. We got time to decide going under that also, which says make a decision based on your heart's true desires. And that's what it is when it comes to stepping back from people who aren't right for you, or if they are right for you or whatever. You have to use your heart to make those decisions. You can't always, well, I don't know, I feel like you have to have an equal balance between your air and your water. I don't know what's going on outside, okay? The fire truck, okay? Maybe some could be about to burn down also. Somebody could get their karma that way. Or maybe somebody tried to burn something down. But I feel like you could be meant to be a spiritual teacher. Like that's really a part of your wish fulfillment also. It says you heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. You could even be someone who teaches yoga. You could be someone who's like really, really well rounded, really kind of busy, you know what I mean? But also you still find the time to like sit down and have time to yourself, which is gorgeous. But I think you're the adventurous type. Maybe try sticking to one thing for a while. That could be the thing. You could really not know like how all these skills and talents are able to fit into one thing. But I think I exercise quite a bit of my skills and talents in doing this, you know what I mean? And technically, I'm a spiritual teacher, you know? So I think you're definitely the same way. You just haven't really figured out like how your skills and talents and things like all fit into one thing. But trust me, they all fit into one thing. Even if it's just, you know, the information that you have about that thing. You probably got like examples for days, you know, because I constantly use myself as an example, or I use the things that I'm into as an example, you know. And this is the very same way that you work. So you could be trying to make a decision at this time, but I think you need to wait a little bit. This could be why they're saying to take a step back. Like, don't pressure yourself to make a decision about what you want to do or how you want to do it. Like, give yourself this time to experience this spiritual growth. I feel like your next epiphanies, your next information and things like that, it comes with this next big, like, download of information that's coming in, you know, because that's pretty much all an initiation is, you know. It's not only you growing in spiritual rank and being like sort of admitted to help more people, but it's also this huge download of information that comes with that, or this huge download of understanding is what I'm hearing, like this big download of energy that allows you to understand your experiences in a different kind of way, you know, being initiated into a higher perspective is how I'm hearing it, okay? What's courage and bravery, the Five of Swords, and the Diva of the element of Earth? We got speaker, okay? So this is what I'm saying. You're meant to like talk to a lot of people, but also you can have these people, you know, who really won't let things go or won't like look to the future, trying to come around and talk to you, you know, trying to like trick you with their skills of oration. That's what it says. Um, it says skills of oration, but your life purpose involves your skills of oration though. So I don't know. It's giving me word magic energy if I'm being quite honest. But I think that the words that you speak to the divine, the words that you put up into the ethers, baby, they're beautiful. And they're like, you know, I heard like ironclad, you know, like they're unbreakable. The things you say to the divine, the things you pray about, the things that you like send up to God are just beautiful. Like you pray in a very beautiful way. What's no judgment and the diva of the element of earth? We got environmentalist, okay? So it says no judgment and environmentalist. It says you're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals, you know? So I feel like it's the very wrong thing for them to come for you. Like at the end of the day, you really do care about everything and everyone. Even if you're like hard on certain people, you really do give a fuck. You love them no matter what. Underneath it all, you really do see the light of God in everyone. And that's why you earn this initiation. But just because you feel like that, you don't go backwards or you don't try to entertain things that you know don't fit, or that's what you need to be focused on. Grounding more of that light and less focusing on, you know, people that are attacking you or whatever. Because at the end of the day, they don't have no magic over you, or you wouldn't be going through this initiation at all. You would still be where you were. If they could hold you back, you would have been gone from here, baby. But you got big missions, big things to do, big things to accomplish, lots of people's lives to touch. So stay focused, okay? What's forgiveness and understanding, the magician and the diva of the element of earth? We got strength, okay? Know that you're standing in your strength. That's what I was just saying, you know. The magic that you do, this forgiveness, this understanding, this compassion, baby, okay? It's music playing outside. You are like, that is your music, the way that you express your feelings and your desires and your love and your inspiration, your soul. You're like a walking muse, baby. It says everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous, okay? So just keep going, okay? You're so good. I love how they started talking to you. What's blessings and abundance and the ace of swords and the diva of the element of earth? We got family. So maybe you're about to build a biking family, you know what I mean? Maybe you're about to attract your person, or maybe you've already attracted your person. And if you have, I love how it's like this guy and the woman and the family, and then the angel in the background in the tree looking over them. This is the family and this is their guardian angel. So know that, like, your family, it says loving your family and friends is central to your life purpose, and this could be why, you're so soft on people. But know that all of your relationships, all of, the happenings and everyone you consider to be family in your life are all being watched over by your angelic team. I mean, if they're not under judgment, they're being watched over. And a lot of them, some of them that you considered family, is still being watched over by your angelic team, but not for protection. They being watched over to ensure that they get this judgment, to ensure that they get this karma, okay? So it's up to you to just like be very aware who getting this judgment and who's getting this karma and who you need to stay away from and who it's okay for you to entertain. The spirit be like, no, you cannot go with them. No, you don't want some of what they cooked. No, you don't. But all from a place of light and love, okay? All from a place of just of you keep staying safe because you're important, okay? Not from a place of pettiness or for you just trying to, be like, no, I don't like them. I don't, no, not like that. Knowing that there is a lot deeper things going on, okay? And the more that you ground light and keep your mind clear, the easier it is for you to be kept up on what is going on and what's happening for you, okay? So we got your purpose is to bring divine healing light and love to this world. Just you focusing on that and never forgetting that. And that's what I was saying about seeding the light. That's what you're here to do. So don't let anybody like knock you off. You might even be someone who does oracle cards, okay? You might do like readings or whatever, okay? But you're very creative in the way that you express yourself. And I think the Venusians really do appreciate that. They really do see like the lover in you, okay, is what I'm hearing, okay? They see the lover in you. They see this beautiful energy that you're in. And it's like, we know it's hard, okay? We know it's hard. It's hard right now. It could be a little bit hard for you, okay? They're saying, we know that, okay? And it's not going to be hard forever. It's not going to be hard for long. You're just going through something very big, that is not without its difficulties. But sometimes when you call back certain parts of your power or certain parts of your energy, it comes with some old karma from some old lifetime that you have to take the time to heal. You have to take the time to transmute the negativity that comes with these gifts and things so that you are able to keep the gift and not the stress or the worry that came with it, okay? Because it's not something that just got here. It's something that lied dormant within you, something you had from some other lifetime that you're just reintroducing the system, or that the divine is reintroducing within you. So you have to take the time to like clean it, okay? Make sure it's right. It's like they're saying it's like pulling something out of the garage, that you haven't used for quite a while. And though it's nice and it works perfectly fine, it might be a little bit dusty, it might be a little bit dirty, and it needs to be shined up, you know what I mean? So it can, look the way that you want it to look again, the way you remember it looking. It's up to you to do that cleanup and get it to the place where it's ready for use again, okay? And that's sort of how your divine energies are. I really like that example. I never used it. I never used that. That's cute. All right, what is the final thoughts here? Let me get just two beautiful Venusians. Whoop, that's exactly two, okay? And these came out for the Lyran energies too, and I shuffled them well, okay? So it says, as I told you before, no, as I told you once before, Mr. Potter, naughty children deserve to be punished, okay? So it says, Professor Umbridge is the nasty and ruthless professor of the defense against the dark arts in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, though she is really a spy for the Ministry of Magic. Professor Umbridge delights in the power that she has over students, subjecting those who defy her to terrible abuse. In a courageous act of resistance, Harry and his friends form Dumbledore's army to study defense against the dark arts on their own. Okay. It says, have you ever had to deal with an authority figure, a teacher, a boss, or parent who abused their authority, but some teacher, boss, or parent is abusing their authority right now? This is why they're under judgment. Okay. It says, what sort of acts of resistance did you take to handle the situation, and I think the biggest act of resistance that you could possibly be doing right now is to just continue to focus on yourself and ground this light, because that's what they don't want you to do at all costs. Okay. And this one says, working hard is important, but there is something that matters even more, and that's believing in yourself, and that's why I said do it with confidence. It says we all struggle from time to time to believe in our own value and capabilities. Sometimes it's important to remind ourselves of how far we've come. Make a list of 10 accomplishments, big or small, that you've achieved in your life. Read through it the next time you're struggling to believe in yourself, as a reminder of just how strong and capable you really are. So know that it is your strength and your capabilities and your dedication and your faith and your hope for the future that has called in this judgment. And that it's going to happen no matter what. And that you don't have to do nothing special, or, talk shit about people, or, stew or do return to senders or none of that extra shit in order for them to get what's coming to them. All you got to do is your job for God, which is to seek this light and to, what I mean? It says your divine purpose is to bring divine healing, light, and love to this world. That's how you call in judgment, by bringing as much divine healing, love, light to this world that you can, and just letting God handle the rest. Okay. So let me see, what does this say? And then we can go. Okay. It says, when Neville Longbottom first arrives at Hogwarts, he is a shy, forgetful boy who struggles with his magic. By the end of the final film, he is a hero who courageously fights in the Battle of Hogwarts and kills Nagini, one of Voldemort's last Horcruxes, with the Sword of Gryffindor. Okay. So you killing them with the sword of truth, baby. And though you might have started this thing out kind of shy, kind of forgetful, kind of really trying to find your footing and trying to find where you stood with God and trying to figure out who you are, you have made such beautiful progress. So don't stop grounding that beautiful light and keep wielding that sword that Archangel Michael blessed you with, Because before, in an Archangel Michael reading before, I said before twice, okay? So before, in an Archangel Michael reading, okay, I said that yes, Archangel Michael has his sword and you have access to that sword, but he has equipped us all with our own swords, okay? And the ability to protect and cover ourselves. So know that you have the ability to protect and cover yourself. And also, Archangel Michael is always here by your side, protecting and covering you as well. And that they're fighting for you, baby. Okay? They're fighting for you so hard so that you can get and be, like, you can get what you need and you can be where you meant to be. You should have been where you was meant to be. But we can't say that because everything happens in divine time. So just know that, like, all of these delays or anything else that seems to be happening that isn't along with your plan is along with the plan of God, though, and just roll with those punches and go with the flow and surrender to what it is that they're trying to help you ground, okay? Because it's big. It's big. It's worth your time. It's worth taking a step back, you know what I mean? And doing a little bit of introspection, dusting that thing off to get to where you're trying to go, because it's beautiful, okay? So with that, I'm done. I hope you guys have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day, that you got something that you need out of this, and I will see you later, my love. Bye.